Fishing with Flair. Today I have the mystery tackle box unboxing for the month of December, last one of the month, and this one here is the ice fishing edition. I have another, the second box is just a regular bass fishing one, but I emailed them and asked if they could include the ice fishing one so I could show you guys that are ice fishermen like myself what comes in them, and I've already opened it and I'm very impressed with what they sent. Every single lure in here I would use for sure for ice fishing. You know, normally with the bass boxes through all the companies I work with, some of the lures I will use, some I won't. This is 100% I will use every single thing in this box. So I'll go ahead and start off with this. All of the baits in this are made by a company called Celsius. Never heard of them until now. They just make ice fishing gear, and this is kind of a rod sleeve for ice fishing rods, in which I was looking to get a whole bunch of these because my ice fishing rods, I usually take, you know, somewhere between 3 and 7, depending on how many people are going with me, and they get tangled up easier than bass fishing rods, and they're harder to deal with because the line's so thin and the hooks are smaller and that stuff. So definitely going to come in handy. I'll test it out, and if I like it, I'll definitely order some more. So that's pretty cool, and that goes for $4. Next, we have a spool of line. This is 2-pound test line. It's ice line, and it's 220 yards, which for ice fishing you don't need a whole bunch of line. I mean, you probably only need like maybe, I'd say 15 yards on a spool because, you know, I don't fish more than like 20 feet deep at a time. So in reality, that could fill up probably all of my reels and last me all season, if not 2. That's a lot of line right there. 2-pound test. I usually use between 2 and 6 depending on what I'm fishing for, but 2 for panfish or trout. And definitely some good line right there. That goes for $3.19. We have some foam spring bobbers. For those of you who don't ice fish, I'm assuming not all of you do. Basically, you stick these on the end of your rod. You stick them in the very last eyelet, and you run your line through the spring. And so that way when the fish bites, it's not bending your rod tip, it's bending a spring, which is really, really soft. So you can sense the lightest bites, and the bass or the bluegill or the panfish, whatever you fish for, won't feel that spring going up and down, but they will feel your rod. So when I'm holding it and I'm like jigging it, and they bite, that spring goes like this. So it's a lot easier, more sensitive, and you in turn catch more fish. And that goes for $1.79 for the 2-pack. Here we have a pack of 2 depth finders, and I use these for tip-ups. And what you do is you clip it. It's just kind of like a little hand clip, and it has like a, I don't know, 1 ounce weight, whatever it is. You clip it on your hook, and if you don't know how deep you are, and because a lot of times I use just like live minnows and without weights. So let's say it's 10 feet deep and I want my lure a foot off the bottom, so I go to 9 feet. What I'll do is I'll clip that down, go all the way down to the bottom, send it down there. You know, it's 1 ounce weight, so it'll go quick. And then mark it, bring it up a foot, and I when I use tip-ups, I use homemade ones. So I tie the loop right there, then bring it back up, unclip it, and I usually clip it to my coat or whatever. So basically it's a depth finder. If you want to figure out how deep you are quickly versus using, let's see here, these are like little jigs. You know how long it would take that to get to the 10 feet down? It would take forever. So this is just a quick way to speed that up. And those go for $3. Next, I have a pike tip-up rig. And so if you're using a tip-up that has a wire leader and 2 treble hooks as well as a spinner, and that's how you rig up with live bait. You can stick 1 hook towards the head and 1 towards the tail if you're rigging up a big chub or a shiner. And it's made for pike, so it's made out of wire. And yeah, that goes for $2. Next, we have an ice skirt. Nope, sorry, wrong one. Let's see, these. Ice skirt 3-pack. These are tiny little finesse jig heads. Work pretty well for, I can see that working probably best for crappie and bluegill, maybe tip it with a minnow. And those go for $3 for a 3-pack. Next, I have, let's see, a pack of 4 8th ounce. These are Feeding Frenzy Flash Jigheads. These go for $5. And I would probably tip that with a minnow. And basically you just jig them up and down with a little flash. It has a little blade on it, so it'll add a little added flash. And those are 1/8 of an ounce, and then they sent a pack of 2 and 5/8 of an ounce. So these are a little bit heavier. Probably use that for more bass and pike, maybe some walleye. Some bigger, heavier duty ones there, and those go for $5 for a 2-pack. And then there's some angel hair grubs. which you can see are really, really finesse that you could use for, again, probably crappie, trout, bluegill, that kind of stuff. More panfish, the smaller size bait there. And just has stuff about Celsius. Looks like they got a contest that you submit the picture in and stuff like that, as you can see there. And then a little bit more. Then you get your first box for $4.99 by using promo code GET499 as usual. Out of the way. Mystery Tackle Box sticker. And then they have the Dibble little kind of catalog magazine thing here. You can see they just have kind of different stuff going on. Get 10% off. Let's see, what's this one about? This one's about fish, frogs, and fireflies. Looks like a little thing over that. Vertical cover for winter bass fishing. So that's a little bit, if you're looking to fish in the winter, use worms, jigs, and jerk baits. I tell you how to use them and where to use them. Let's see. Unraveling the mystery of the drop shot. So it's telling you how to set up the drop shot, what hook, line, weight, the bait to use, how to present it, that kind of stuff. Really useful information. Drop shot's also a good wintertime bait. Looks like they have a word search there. You have kids, or if you are a kid and you like doing that kind of stuff, that's a little bit of entertainment, and then some contests that are going on for Mystery Tackle Box right there. So that's it. Oh, it looks like you can take $5 off your Tackle Warehouse purchase by using the promo code MTBDEC5, so Mystery Tackle Box December 5 at checkout, which I know a lot of you guys use Tackle Warehouse. I do all the time. I'm probably going to make an order with the 25 days of Christmas sale that's going to be going on. I didn't do one for Black Friday. But I'll try to get one just a little bit before the year end. So that's it. Total of close to $30. Lots and lots of good ice fishing stuff. Like I said, honestly, I would use every single one of these baits, products, lures for ice fishing. I use these absolutely every time I go out, as well as these. If I'm fishing for pike, I'd use that. Panfish, bluegill, line. It kind of gave you the entire setup. All you need is a rod and reel, mystery tackle box, and you're set to go ice fishing. So that's it for today's episode, and thanks for watching.